battle has just begun!
Alright, this is a Pokemon X and Y Wi-Fi battle against Clucknadus, also known as Josh. I've battled him before. I'm going to battle him again, and I will link his Facebook page in the description with mine. If you didn't know, I have a Facebook page. I don't really talk about it much. But anyway, let's get to this battle. This is my first ever Pokebank E battle. 4 of these guys are from my black version, one of them being I'm Uber, the Scarf Garchomp. Now I know from previous experience that for some reason Greninja can take a Dragon Claw and survive, so I didn't want to risk that. Go for the Outrage. And he has a Focus Sash. He's a Focus Sash lead Greninja, so that is a little shitty. And I actually knew that he had a shiny Focus Sash lead Greninja, but I spaced about it. I spaced about that fact during the battle-y bit, but I remember him posting about it on his Facebook page. So anyway, that allows me to promote my Mamoswine. This is the debut of Mamoswine. I actually bred this little fucker myself, and let me tell you, he's better than Mega Aggron in every way, and that is really, really sad. The only thing Mega Aggron is better at is taking physical hits. Like, it can take earthquakes for days, which is hilarious. Excuse me, I think I did a little baby burp. Anyway, this team does not really have much of an answer for Sableye, and that's gonna show right here. And unfortunately for me, I don't have knockoff on my Assault Vest Conkeldurr. I'm gonna have to send over another one. This is just a random Conkeldurr I had in black version, and it has Payback instead of knockoff. Now Payback does a respectable, like, I don't know, 68%, 70%, but it doesn't really matter since he can just go for Recover every turn, and then I will just slowly die to burn. And that's what's gonna happen. For some reason I go into Jellicent. Well, not Jellicent, what am I saying? This guy has Jelly, so I confuse him for Jellicent sometimes, but he's not. He's Reuniclus, and what's even more confusing is the old black and white team with Sandstorm and Reuniclus on it. I also had a Jellicent for a long time, so that just fucks up my brain. So I knew he was either gonna go for Taunt or Foul Play, so I'm like, shit, I really should not have Reuniclus out, so I'm just gonna switch him out again, go back into Alice, and unfortunately Alice is just gonna have to be the death fodder, which is really unfortunate. If I had knockoff, I could do some clean damage. Tons of damage. And knock off the leftovers. So I'll have to get on that, but that also means I'll have to trade Pokemon to myself, and I'll have to work a little bit. And, yeah, I don't know. I just like battling with the Pokemon I have, for the most part. I don't know. Like, I do have some Pokemon I still need to trade over via Pokebank, but it's like, I would rather battle than do that. I don't know. It doesn't really make a lot of sense. But anyway, I'll have to get a Conkeldurr with knockoff soon. This one doesn't have it, and because it doesn't have knockoff, it's going to die. It's going to die. Really unfortunate. Probably would have died either way, though, because, I mean, even without leftovers, Sableye can just use Recover over and over. A nice answer for Sableye, though, is Mega Blastoise, because you can go for Recover all you want. My Water Pulses are going to do like 60%, 65% damage. It's crazy time, so go for the Water Pulse. It does an insane amount of damage. Yeah, that's more like 90% damage. Yeah, so you can recover if you want, but I'm gonna kill you. I also outspeed you, so if you want to go for Foul Play, I'm just gonna kill you. So he kind of realizes this, switches out. I predict it. Go for the Dark Pulse. I'm a bit ashamed to say that I can't really have a good Wi-Fi team without Mega Blastoise. I've just become too accustomed to him. He just has some insane coverage and some insane power, and it just makes me feel so good downstairs. So later on I do adapt Mega Blastoise and Mamoswine into a different team, but this is their debut working together. And it works well, because it's like, you an electric type? go into Mamoswine. Even if you have hidden power ice, I have thick fat, so I actually resist ice because of my ability. It's pretty crazy. This is probably a really good example of why Mamoswine is good. Like, if you know about competitive battling, you don't really need a reason to see why Mamoswine is good. But this is his debut battle, and he eats a Flare Blitz from a Charizard X. Just goes for a Icicle Crash, and then just follows it up with an Ice Shard. Goodbye, Charizard X. It's very cute that you tried to kill me, but I am Mamoswine, and I am better than most of the Megas, which is really, really pathetic. Because most of the Mega Pokemon are really fucking terrible. That's a secret. So I was the one who said it first. I was the hipster calling out those Mega Pokemon, and then everyone else just lined up after me. So it's just true. Unfortunately, I'm going to... yeah, I don't know why I didn't go for Ice Shard there. I think I had a reason, but whatever reason there was, I just forget why. So I'm going to lock myself into Choice Band with Quick Attack. Quick Attack is really great, and yeah, it allows me to hit electric Pokemon like Rotom and Jolteon. It's a very black and white thing because, you know, it was a pre-Talonflame era, so you didn't really have to worry about Talonflame, and you could just have to worry about Rotom Wash. And, you know, Quick Attack to a Rotom Wash, it does pretty good damage. So Sableye is going to come in here. If you want to recover, you just go for it. Mega Blastoise is just threatening you with those powerful 90% water pulses, so yeah. Later on, I play around with this team, and I add Sylveon, and Sylveon is an even bigger middle finger to Sableye, which makes my heart warm on the inside. It just warms my heart. But Blastoise is going to be good enough to deal with Sableye. He's going to choose to burn me while simultaneously being Death Fodder, and that's perfectly fine. He's just going to Death Fodder his shiny Greninja. It's interesting to note that I do not take burn damage on the turn that he just Death Fodders, so I think he might have been trying to go for that, but it just doesn't happen. That's just one of the mechanics of the game. One of the lesser thought about game mechanics, I guess. So yeah, no burn stall, his little frog dies. Now I get to Death Fodder Scizor. Scizor is definitely a good Pokemon. I have actually ran into a couple Scizor with Fury Cutter because in X and Y they powered it up, which means it gets a huge Technician boost, and so Fury Cutter, I think they bumped its power to 50. So yeah, Technician Fury Cutter is not to be trifled with, really. Just gonna send out my Reuniclus. If you guys have been following my my Black and White Showdown battles, you know what's gonna happen next. Late game Reuniclus sweep is just a beautiful, beautiful thing. I can eat up an attack, go for Trick Room, go for Psychic, become Death Fodder. Next turn, send out Blastoise, and Blastoise just so happens to be slower than Garchomp, so I'm just gonna go for that beautiful Aura Sphere. Finish him off, and that is the game. Good game, Josh. If you enjoyed this match, please remember to comment, like, and subscribe, and I will see you later. YouTube.